Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Dead by Daylight video. And today we are doing a bit of a perk showcase once again, highlighting the perk Bardic Inspiration. And I feel like this perk has been sort of forgotten a little bit because it was kind of all the rage when it came out because it was quite funny, but I don't think anyone's really using it anymore. So I want to give it a bit of attention in the spotlight as a genuine gen speed perk. So basically, what Bardic Inspiration does is it allows you to play the lute, which lasts for 15 seconds, and after that duration, you will get a benefit to all survivors within a 60-meter radius of you for 90 seconds. What this benefit is depends on a dice roll, which happens. It's a Dungeons and Dragons thing. Basically, no matter what number you get, unless you get a 1, you receive skill check bonus progression when repairing or healing. So basically, it's like, when you hit a great skill check, you get a little bit of bonus progression. It's like that, but for every skill check and for every survivor in an AoE around you. So I think this is actually a pretty good perk. You only have to spend 15 seconds to get it active, but after that, basically every single skill check you hit will be a great skill check, effectively. If you hit a great skill check, it's like a great skill check. And if you roll the higher numbers, so 11 to 19 or 20, then it's even more than what you normally get for a great skill check, which is just 1% progression. So basically, I've brought a build to do co-op gens and make the most use out of Bardic Inspiration. Now, notably, I'm going to talk about the toolbox first, because I'm bringing a Commodities toolbox with double charge add-ons. And the reason I'm bringing a toolbox is because toolboxes actually increase your chance of getting skill checks on a gen. So if you use a toolbox, then we're going to get more skill checks and therefore be able to proc Bardic Inspiration more times. I'm also bringing Improve Thyself because it's kind of a natural perk to want to run when you're doing cooperative gens, which will give all survivors on the same gen as me a 10% repair speed bonus for each survivor that's there. I also have Bond. This will help me find my teammates. It reveals their auras within a 36-meter range. And I also have Built to Last, which will let me refill my toolbox. The idea is hopefully we can repair like a couple of gens really quickly using Bardic Inspiration and our toolbox. That is pretty much all there is to this. It is a pretty basic gen rushy build, but hopefully we'll be able to show off exactly how fast you can do gens with this and show that Bardic Inspiration is there for more than just novelty value. So I'll see you guys in the games. Okay, here we go in mid, which I'm already in the killer's turret. Oh man, not how I want to start my day really. We're just going to start on a gen. I'll do Bardic Inspiration next time. Let's do our Bardic Inspiration now. Okay, there we go. I didn't actually pay attention to what number we rolled. But anyway, we have Bardic Inspiration on. We can offer some Prove Thyself here and our Bardic Inspiration. Okay. Okay. We have another pallet right here. I don't really want to use it. Oh man, that sucks. Go ahead and use this. This is a god pallet. I'm actually not going to drop it because he can just vault it. Okay. Okay, that was a good chase. Kind of spent too long in chase though, and not enough time doing gens. Be free? Oh, nice. Resurgence. Resurgence is really popular at the moment. I see loads of people running it. Right, we'll go and do some Bardic Inspiration Gen Rush with our David now. And we got the higher number, so every skill check gives us 2%. You can see how quick this is going, but also how many skill checks we're getting from the toolbox. Kind of insane, no? Okay, we're cool. I think I got to show off the gen speed at least there, like it was pretty good. Okay, Torment Creek, and it's an alien, so kind of a difficult killer. I feel like most alien players are pretty good. Okay, get our Bardic Inspiration. We'll go and join that guy on the gen in the middle. Okay. I think I cancelled it. Oops. Didn't realize you could cancel it by running. I thought you had to press. Okay, it's fine. Okay. Ada, I'm just gonna save you, and it's not gonna be safe, but it's gotta be done. Try and take the aggro. Okay, it's going to Shack. This is a 3-gen, I think. Unless... Okay. Well... Yeah, I think it's a 3-gen. We gotta just try and force it, because, like, there's nothing else we can do. Ah, these guys, why wouldn't they just work on the 3-gen this whole time? Like, if they'd all been on that 3-gen, we would actually win now. I mean, like, I could have lasted longer in chase and this wouldn't have happened, but, like, it's so frustrating that it's only Ada there. She's the only one. And she's not going to be able to finish the gen now. I think she's going to try and die for it, but I don't think she's... Oh my... She was so close. They're actually chasing me over here. I mean, once again, like, no one cares. That's rough, Ada, I'm sorry. Is he actually going to go for me again? Okay, pray that someone is going to actually... Maybe just run straight here, because if we just bring her to the other side of the map, it doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, I don't know why she hates me so much more than anyone, but this is actually like she's lost the 3 gen now, I think. Because finally they've decided to actually make use of me bringing the killer to the other side of the map to work on the gen. Ah, man, I mean, like, I didn't play perfectly, so I can't just be throwing blame at everyone, but it's kind of just insane how people don't recognize when there's a 3 gen like that, because instead of like doing the safe gen on the other side of the map, we could have been trying to pressure that the whole time. Because me and Ada were the whole game. Like, I have to give Ada credit, she was really trying, but yeah. Okay, yeah, next game on at Mount Ormond, and hopefully we don't get 3 gen now on a gen speed build, because that kind of doesn't look good for me. Stealth killer, I'm guessing. Oh yeah, well, we're getting hit because there's no pallets here. We do have a pallet right here though. This is really bad. We're just like immediately dead. Unless he just doesn't go for me. Oh, he's still on me. Yeah, we have a pallet here. Okay. Let's see. Can I just ask, what is Meg doing? Like... Okay, yeah. 100% coming here. Okay. That's gonna be a bamboozle, yep. I mean, I knew I was gonna die there, but yeah. Just kind of wish, like, maybe the Meg or the Renato, like, came in and helped me on the gen, or healed me, or did something. Okay, you know what? We're getting salty and blaming our teammates. So let's not do that, brother. I get the feeling this game is going to be a bit of a nightmare. Jeff just killed himself? What? That's actually crazy. Okay. Meg isn't even recovering. Like, what is happening? Brother. Well, I'm just gonna refill my toolbox then. I guess we hope Meg has just not gone AFK, but... Thank you. Damn, that's rough. Okay, well, I'm gonna try and okay. Yeah. Okay, we actually do have a pallet. He's gonna vault this. Yeah. Of course. Oh, damn. They're healing right there. I'm gonna try not to sandbag them. Okay, you know what? We need to find Meg, I think, and reset. Otherwise, this game is going to be like over. Oh, Meg is back on main building gen. I mean, I'll commit to it. If Meg has adrenaline, there's a chance, but like, yeah. Wait, did he just assume that I had it? I knew Meg must have it, but I guess he just thought I had it because I was being so, like, confident. Okay. No, 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 no. You gotta... Yeah. Gonna come... Yeah. You know what? If they both get out, that's a big win. Yeah. I hope they just both leave, honestly, because this game was going so bad. But actually, you know, I have to, first of all, formally apologize to Meg, because she's actually a big gamer. Really, the Jeff is the number one person to blame here, because realistically, this game was actually going pretty well. And he just left us all in the lurch like that, so... Okay, you know what? I'm pretty happy with how that game went, to be honest. I'm glad that we got 2 people out. Okay, next game on Toba. Honestly, the games have been kind of fun. And kind of intense, honestly. Right, we're just gonna do this gen up here solo. We can at least benefit from our own buff. Blood favor, okay. Okay. Well, that sucks. Okay. Okay, we've done a gen on every side of the map, which is good. I got you, Sable. Oh yeah, you know what? Here we go. So this is on my own, but we should get extra skill checks from the toolbox. And every skill check will give us 2% progression on the gen. So that's 4%, 6%, 8%, 10%, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Okay, we got 20% bonus progression on that gen. Isn't that kind of crazy? And that's on my own. Remember, that applies to everybody. Okay, I'm gonna save you, Leon, and then I'm gonna try and take chase. I wanted to drop that because I didn't want them to get chased immediately. Okay. Yeah. That was kind of bad for me, but stable. Okay. I mean, I question that a little bit, but I appreciate the dedication, I suppose. Okay, so 3 people on the shed with a Bardic, so I mean, like, why would you do this? Okay. Oh, oh, I got stuck. Ah, God. Let's get the hell out of here, Leon. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully the other two will be fine. But yeah. I mean, that game got very dicey at the end, but it was still a good game. I really think that showed off the power of Bardic Inspiration, though. That is going to do it for this video. I feel like all the games we got were actually pretty close and pretty intense. I don't think Bardic Inspiration helped in all of them, but definitely in some of them, it helped in the early stages, at least getting some gens done. I'd say the biggest problem with Bardic Inspiration is that the 15 seconds to actually activate the perk, it doesn't sound like much, but when you're in those end game situations where like every second spent on a gen counts, it feels kind of difficult sometimes to spend that time to make this perk activate. I think if it was maybe 5 seconds shorter, it would be a little bit more accessible. But as it stands, I just think it's a little bit too much time spent, at least in the end stages of a match. But certainly in the early game for the first couple of gens, I think it's really genuinely beneficial. Especially if you bring a toolbox, I'd highly recommend bringing a toolbox because that will make it so you get like nearly, I mean, on you saw most of the times I used it, I got nearly 10 skill checks, so it equates to at least 10% progression or 20% progression, or if you get really lucky, 30% progression, which is a ton. And when you compare that to other perks, I mean, you compare it to a brand new part. I think a brand new part shaves off 10 charges off a gen. Yeah, so that reduces the required charges by 10. So you would need to get 10 skill checks or 5 skill checks if you get the second level. Um, and that would basically be the equivalent of the progression of a brand new part, and that's multiple times per trial. And also, you have to keep in mind if there's 2 people in the gen, effectively you can double that. So that's a lot of instant gen progression, and I genuinely think it's quite an underrated generator perk. I think you do have to also keep in mind, like if you look at a perk like Prove Thyself, if you're on a 2-man gen, which is usually the most efficient way of co-oping, it's 10% faster for both, but also a 2-man gen takes slightly longer. So for each person on the gen, it's kind of like maybe taking 10 seconds off. So it's actually quite comparable, and I think in some situations, Bardic Inspiration is better. Bardic Inspiration is also definitely better for single gens because it does influence your skill checks as well. So even when you're on your own, you can actually get a pretty nice amount of progression. And I think it actually is better than just outright flat speed increases, except for toolboxes, of course, because toolboxes give you a ton. But combined with the toolbox as well, like that instant progression is really good. Additionally, if you're better at hitting great skill checks than I am, um, you can add that percentage on top of the 1% from great skill checks, and then you're really making some progress now. So I think it's a really good perk. And although it is just fun and funny to play the loot in a trial, I think it's also just a good effect. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.